Welcome back to another episode of the Data's in Control podcast. My name is Brian, and I'm the founder of Data's in Control. Well, I have a confession to make. My head is completely out of the game today. I woke up this morning, got the kids off to school on the bus, and proceeded to prepare myself for my day. I have some meetings, I have some things that I have to do, but I just wasn't right. My head was just not in the game. So I got my briefcase and I got all my stuff and I hop in my car and I'm driving down the road, and 10-15 minutes into my ride, I realize there's no music playing. The radio's completely shut off, and I'm so entranced in my own thoughts, in my own world, that I wasn't really present with my driving. I wasn't really present with myself. So I turned the corner, pulled into the local coffee shop, and ordered myself a coffee, sat down at a table, and proceeded to dump everything out of my mind. By dump everything out of my mind, I mean I got my journal out and I started writing. Whatever came to my mind, didn't matter what it was. It could have been a thought about jelly beans, followed by a financial thought, followed by a goal, followed whatever. It all got dumped onto this page. Once I spent about 5 minutes doing this by myself. Once I did that, I took my day planner out. And I looked at my day planner just to reassess my day and re-engage myself in my day. Now, this technique works for me. Clearing everything out of my mind and reprioritizing, replacing myself back to where I should be in the day, it really does work. I'm sure everyone can relate. Everyone's had one of those days where they're just tired. The weather's kind of bad. It's cold, it's rainy, and yeah, it's just kind of gloomy, and it's got me in one of these over-analyzing type moods, whereas you over-analyze everything, your thoughts and your worries, and everything comes to the surface. It's these days that are super important, where you keep your routine, you keep your progress moving, but you have to take time to reset yourself. You have to take time away to get rid of these thoughts. A lot of people waste their time on why. Why do I feel like this? Why blah blah blah, why this, why that? The why doesn't matter. Why you feel like this doesn't matter. The fact that you feel like this means you have to deal with these feelings. You have to deal with these thoughts. Get it out of you. I think another reason why I kind of feel this way is I didn't get to the gym this morning. I didn't get my morning sweat on. I didn't really give myself permission to miss the gym this morning. It just kind of happened that way. Have some meetings to attend to and excuses, but I will get there later today, and I'm sure that'll fully get me back into the spirit of where I'm supposed to be. So why am I telling you guys this? What's the point? I'm sure you don't really care about my day or how my mind is somewhere else. Well, the point is, when I realized that my head wasn't in the game, when I realized that I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be mentally for the day, I had to hit the reset button. And there's processes that I use to fix this. For example, I use the mind dump. I use energetic time management. I use a series of questions depending upon what I have going on in my head, depending upon what the story is that I'm telling myself. All of these techniques are techniques that I've learned throughout the previous 3-4 years. And these techniques have proven to work for me, to get my head back in the right space, to, I want to say, hit the reset button, if you will. But everyone has to learn for themselves different techniques that work for you in these scenarios. But I could tell you, after doing these things, after looking after myself, taking care of myself energetically, I feel better. I feel like I'm more present. I feel like I'm back in the game. I feel like Kobe Bryant after a 2-minute rest. Like, I'm here and I'm ready and I could tackle anything that the world throws at me. So just because the world is gray, just because you have a lot of worries on your plate, just because you missed your workout, just because it's raining, whatever, the moment you recognize that you're in this headspace is the moment that you hit that emotional reset button, that mental reset button. Get yourself back in the game. You see, what happens with me is I have my days pre-planned. I plan most of my week the night before and on the weekend so that I have lots of events going on today. And if I'm not present with these events, then it could potentially cost me deals, it could potentially cost me money, it could potentially cost me a lot. And I don't want to miss out on these things. I want to be present, I want to learn, and I want to do what I said I was going to do for the people that I said I was going to do it for or with. So take the opportunity when you can, when you realize that you need to. Hit the reset button, do the work, put it out there on paper, get it out of you. Powerful people, wealthy people, influencers, whatever you want to call them, this is what they do. They utilize these techniques so that they can be the most productive version of themselves every moment of every day. That's how you get ahead. You won't hear them whining about it to the bartenders. You won't hear them whining about it in business meetings or to coworkers. You'll just see them sitting there doing the work, getting it out, and then moving on to the next task, because that's what should be done. And that's it, guys. That's my message for today. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, like, rate, and review this podcast, please. It goes a long way for delivering our message to other men just like us. Last but not least, if you want to continue this conversation, if you want to join in and learn more about taking control of your life, retaking control of your life, becoming a better version of yourself, you can join our free Facebook group. Head on over to dadisincontrol.com and join the free Facebook group. It's that simple. Thank you everyone so much for listening today. I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group. And until next time, we'll see you on the inside of the group.